Okay, so this is kind of like practice slash setting my PB baseline. I haven't done a full run that I timed yet. I have practiced all of the possible things that could happen. So let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the age of the great.
Let's get out of here. Come on. Ooh, ooh. Doing it. The movement in this game is very frustrating sometimes. You really have to practice it a lot to know when bobbin is going to stop and when you have to click again, but we'll see how I can do. Bigger on the inside. It's way bigger on the inside. Thank goodness you don't have to walk through this at the end of the game as well. That would be a shame. And no music either. Like, they wanted to show off the sound chips of the various computers they released this game on, but like so much of the game has no music whatsoever. So you're like, what? And a lot of the music they use in the cutscenes is like classical music that they just straight up stole.
There's Hedge.
Need that staff.
It's heavier than it looks.
Open up Hetchel's egg. Cutscene skip. One of the other frustrations of this game for me as well is how hard it is to know when you can skip cutscenes and when you can't. Because a lot of the time you'll be jamming escape like, yeah, let me skip it, but then it just mutes the voices and all the animations still play. And if I'm going to have to watch the animation anyway, I guess I prefer to hear the voices still. So, ooh, that was a bad split. I didn't push it. That's okay. I'll have to redo that. So I don't get incorrect data. I'll just watch the video back and change it. But Motos, why aren't you learning die? Saves time to learn night vision first. Thanks, Enchantress of Numbers, for this route. It's pretty much the only route there can be, but, you know. Hurt myself here.
Ouch.
Watch out. Don't get careful on that hole or it'll scroll back.
There's an owl in there.
It's going to be the good one.
Another owl.
Not my favorite, but better. This part is where you're going to know what all the rest of the spells are, because there's only
So many owls in
3
these woods.
possible routes of the game, 3 possible night visions, and that's going to tell you what all the rest of the patterns are, because they're randomized, but all the spells are the same for each randomization.
All the holes are full now.
Sorry, drafts. They're not spells. Oh, I need to actually go get die first. That was a mistake. Should be DDCD. Yeah.
Grass green. I hate that colour.
If only you didn't have
This wall hasn't
learn
been
them.
dyed yet.
Whoops. That's a mistake as well. Oh no. That's what I get for trying to go too fast. When actually there's no reason to type it faster because it still takes the same amount of time for the notes to play out.
The colour changed.
Yes, it did. I wonder how many kids got stuck in this part of the game. Come on.
Don't these people ever clean up?
You have to do this because it won't let you use these spells later unless you use it now. You have to completely learn all the spells here on Loom Island or else you won't get to the next note that you need and you can't continue. There's the F. So now we have all the spells we need here, so we're going to go and do something reckless and open the sky. Seems like the elders are right to not teach Bobbin anything, since the first thing he does is try to unmake reality. Which is the exact same thing the bishop does later. So you're like, Bobbin, what?
It's dawn.
Okay. Could have skipped that a little earlier. Come on, we're walking. Now we use okay, so he opened the sky just to make lightning happen so that this tree could turn into a boat. It sounds so ridiculous, but that's Lucas Arts of the 90s for you. I wish they would have made the planned sequels to this game. I really enjoyed it when I was a kid. Alright, let's go. Twista. So now you're thinking, like, why are you listening to this song? Well, because if you don't, he just says, like, oh, I didn't spin it
I
right.
think that's close enough.
Because you never actually learned it. The game makes you actually hear it. There we go. And that's just a check to make sure you actually did everything on Loom Island, because if you didn't, you won't have the F note. That song always has F in it. I'm doing okay versus the other runners, I think. Not awesome. Those two miscasts are definitely not great. But
Come on, lads.
that I just learned Invis, even though I didn't watch the cutscene to learn Invis. Because I know what it is now, thanks to the night vision draft. Invis is going to be GC this run. I pointed to my head, but it's in my notes because I can't remember this stuff. which is also why I'm playing on practice instead of expert. Come on. See if it worked.
I wonder.
These guys live in a glass city. It just seems like such a bad idea. I'm just saying. Not trying to criticize them. Yes. Ooh, come on.
I can barely hear what they're saying.
We can make it.
Huh. A glass bell. I wonder what will happen if...
And that sound is like Weaver magic, so like at some point before the Weavers went and did their own thing, these guys got the guild to do some stuff for them.
That's quite a figure, doesn't he?
I don't doubt the Crucible's getting tired of bowing and scraping. I don't doubt the Crucible's getting tired
That
of
bell
bowing
is
and
hard to hit
scraping
for me
to
for
him.
some reason.
Why would the cleric...
This is where you learn a spell from your future self. I'm not sure how that works. A little bit time paradoxy, but EFFE on the terror should be. Can't skip it. Yep. Alright, now get out of here. Ooh. Come on. Sometimes you can double or triple click, and sometimes you actually have to click the icon. I can't figure that out yet.
Why would the clerics want a scrying
A little bit of
sphere
emulation
anyway?
problem
I
from
thought they
the
didn't
Steam
believe in
version,
the
maybe? I
future.
don't know.
Yeah, your guess is as lucid as mine, Flute. But Crucible appears to think that they're up to no good.
Getting out of here. World record for this is like 27 something. To not be at the bottom of the leaderboard, I have to get, I think, better than 30. I think that's pretty much not going to happen now. That's alright. It is my first time actually timing a run, so I don't mind if it's not great. Give me some improvement ability. You can't untear either. You can't backwards cast the ones that are like palindromic.
He's back!
There we go. There's another one where you skip the cutscene, but he still has to say the line and animate it. We're not going to learn sleep. Luckily, this game is very safety conscious, and it always has alternatives for the skippable drafts, because you can't come back here to learn sleep if you didn't get it. So when you need to unsleep someone, there's alternatives on how to do it. Same thing for Sharpen, which I passed up, which you can get from the guy with the scythe. You can just use twists instead at the part where you would unsharpen the sword. This little lamb here.
Hello there.
Come on, let's do it.
I see you've noticed my little friend.
She doesn't look at all well.
She isn't, and my songs of healing don't seem to be bringing her much comfort.
This is the only song that it doesn't make you play before you need it in the story, if that makes sense. Because you can't play it right now, because you don't have the A note. But then when you need it in the story later,
I wish I were better
it's
with him.
required. So it's like,
The flock
if you
is out
didn't
to
write this
pasture.
down
You'll
when you were
find them
playing it
there.
as a kid, you're just
Go
screwed.
forth,
Because there's no way
Wisdom,
to go back and
may
learn it
you return
again.
safely to our fold.
Whoops. Did not mean to do that. And I did it again. Ouch. You know you can actually cast this song on something when the name pops up. So when it says sheep, I know that I'm in the spot. Here we go. Best unskippable cutscene. Get it?
Well, what have we here? Oh, that's what comes of being in such a blazing hurry, I guess. I thought you looked a bit scrawny. Oh, why, you know
That's quite a bit of gold you have there.
that? Oh, that's nothing compared to...
Oops. See, I interacted and I have to wait for this text.
It might help to point at something first.
Straw to gold, so to turn the gold to straw. There we go. We will target Miss Dragon.
Put it back the way you found it, now.
And you're supposed to put her to sleep. That's why you had the sleep spell learned. And her breath will catch us on fire, but instead you just make her flip out because apparently this dragon is afraid of fire.
Fire! You haven't heard the last of
Which is a
me,
fact we
you
knew from
cheeky
some skip
brat.
stuff. Remember that dragon. She's mad. Should be back. This part's always a little tricky, the movement, because you can't click too far ahead, or he says he can't get there, so you gotta kind of skip that. That's whoops, don't skip past here. It's kind of particular too, like if you click on either side of the door, you keep walking instead of going in. I'm pretty sure I click too much, but better safe than sorry for me. This one is a trick. Don't go in there. This is the way. Ready for that scream again? There we go.
Guess I won't be going back that way.
I don't know if I actually need to learn this or not.
My own reflection.
I think you probably do have to at least hear it. You can empty that. If you learn the emptying drought, you can empty that pool as well for really no reason. There's a lot of optional stuff you can do in this game, and a lot of optional conversations. Like you see there, I clicked farther in the doorway, and he actually walks into the doorway farther, but you have to actually click the doorway for him to actually go down. This is another one where it's kind of like that.
Repair cost.
Because if you click anywhere else besides right where I clicked, he walks all the way down the steps. Or he starts walking down the steps. You can't cast Untwist there because you would get flung away, I guess. And there's no way to die in this game, I should mention that. You can't lose, there's no game over, there's nothing like that, so. There's that dragon. She's still mad, remember. Here's a boy, Rusty. We're going to use Reflect, we just learned. This is where you'd unwake him.
It might help to point at something first.
The fact that I saw that close-up is not good. I should not have clicked on him. He's back asleep. You can cast any song and he'll wake up, so you don't actually need the wake up song that the game wants you to use. And now we switch places, and that's a problem for him because in a cutscene that I'm going to skip, the dragon mistakes him for me and burns him to death. So thanks, Bobbin. You're a great friend. Just get a stranger killed.
Hello, young nailbender.
Love that guy. The blacksmiths are like so uber manly, and you're like, wow, okay. 1990, huh? All right. Hope you like that sound too. There's no more songs to learn except for the 3 that you're supposed to learn in the last phase of the game. But you learn them all during cutscenes, so you won't see any more song learns. Well, you're supposed to learn them all during cutscenes, I should say. That's when you hear them. There's a backup. If you miss it during the cutscene, you can talk to the Loom and it will play it again for you. If you talk to this door, Bobbin's like, it's locked. Oh, dude, you have your staff. And the one spell you do at the beginning of this game. This is where we have to twist the blade, but you have to wait until he holds it up, otherwise it's too loud to do it. And if you mess up, then you have to listen to this conversation again. A different conversation, but it wastes several minutes.
Putting the edge on the lost sword, sir.
Good to hear it. No slacking off now. Let's get it finished.
You share with me a historic moment, Foreman.
Can't move during
Launching
this.
of the 10,000th sword marks the end of our preparations.
They needed 10,000
How much
in particular.
must I wait?
It's like the sword of destiny.
Will ring out its final defeat, sir. Not much longer now.
Very good.
It's gonna ring out this
Carry
defeat.
on.
Whew, I almost waited too long there. There we go. Great line coming up.
What? What evil is this? A witch's curse has twisted the final...
And he says, no, it's not a witch's curse. We go here.
It's locked.
Wow, it's locked. Some great cutscenes here that I'm going to skip here. You literally suck a man into our hood. This is one of those ones where, like, if you don't click on the doorway, you don't go, even though you can move over there. This is where he opened a hole in reality, just like I did at the beginning of the game, except he sucks at it, so you gotta go back in here. Boom. Dragon.
Stop!
There we go again. You can either use the opposite of open or use heal on these riffs, either one. But since you're using heal through this segment for other stuff, I just cast heal, just so I already know what buttons I'm going to push. The game won't let you progress past the Swan Lake until you close all these and also deal with whatever's inside. See, there's Rusty. He's dead. I burned him up. Well, I didn't, but... Bobbin can literally bring people back to life, which is kind of spooky. Like, healing I get, he's actually resurrecting them. Not sure if that's just a thing he can do all the time, or just because, like, reality is torn apart right now. The lore is unclear on that. Come here, shepherds. Somehow she lived. It's okay, we're too late. These guys come back to life and they say some stuff like they remember being, you know, undead hordes. So literally I just bring their souls back to their bodies. It's kind of messed up. Alright. That was the last portal. No, actually we got the glass guy, who we can't save. For some reason, he just dies and disappears. He gets, no way. They act like they know each other, even though you don't have to talk to him at all. Ooh, whoops. Forgot what I was doing for a minute. I am, not on pace. Because I still have to do the last 4 spells and cutscenes. So, yeah. I'm hoping to get 30 minutes. We'll see. I've made some definite mistakes, so I guess I don't feel too bad, especially like exit movement that I didn't have, right?
Here at last.
Where am I?
Or cutscene skips that I didn't do as early as I could. Just because I haven't practiced it enough. Where to push escape. And here we're gonna go. Number 1, Bobbin moves fast at this point. Number 2, he comes here and just skips over all the big tapestry hall. Boom, we're in the loom room. Gotta go back. There we go. Unsilence her. We learned that during a cutscene when he silenced her to begin with. These spells are always the same. Now he made her into a cook duck. We're gonna do that. Then he unmakes her, which is a mistake because it allows me to, oh, see, I pushed the loom and now it's gonna show me the spell. That's more time waste.
Those are the 4 threads I heard a few moments ago. They're still echoing in the loom.
He says that line, they're still echoing in the loom, no matter what spell has happened here. At the beginning of the game, it's open. So it's like, just teaches you whatever. Alright, and then the transfiguration spell, which it's been trying to teach you the whole game, but you didn't have the notes. Throws a scythe at us, misses. Not sure what the point of having that in the cutscene is. Alright, so I am going to get the 30, so that's good.
It might help to point at something first.
Transfigure yourself. Get out of here. You can see it, the notes. Oops, that's time. When you hear the last note. That's it. Alright, so number 1, let's stop recording.
I am ready, Mother. Let's go.
We'll stop recording that one. I'll still stay streaming. And then we'll try it again. Just to see what I can get. $29.15. So if we look on the leaderboard,
Please choose.
the world record is like 27 minutes and something seconds for the VGA version, which is what Steam is. Oh dear. Yeah, Enchantress of Numbers with 26 minutes, 38 seconds. So that's fast. The other two are in the 27-minute range. So I definitely need to speed it up here. 3 minutes off world record isn't bad for a 30-minute run, I guess, but it's definitely, I definitely made some big mistakes. So let's try again.
Skill level.
All right.
Welcome.
There we go. Go, go, go. It doesn't let you take control right away. Oof. Did not mean to do that. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Oops. -3 seconds, just like that. Well, that was just better walking. Amazing. This split's going to be wrong just because, and also my F split's going to be wrong because I forgot to split it last time. That's all right.
There's Hetchel. It's heavier than it looks.
There we go. Goodbye. Get out of here. It's fantastic. This long walk is at the beginning of the run. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Oh. Oh, dude, I have to start over. I didn't push record, and my internet isn't good enough for me to trust it, so let's just stop. That's a shame. I was doing good. We'll see.
Please choose your skill level.
Okay, now we can go. Welcome to the age of the great guilds, okay? Come on, let's go. The best part is this game is like, what? Almost 30 years old, and no one has found any like big glitches in it. There's no skips. There's just stuff that's optional, stuff that's not. I like that. I like a game where you just play it in the fastest way possible without like breaking it crazy amounts. Long walk. Yeah, I missed the start of the hallway again. It's my poor splitting technique here. For the notes, I'm good, but for the hallway, I'm not. Not that I really care. I mean, they're only there because those are the splits that were on speedrun.com. So as long as I know what my times are for the notes, it's good.
There's Hetchel.
Hetch.
It's heavier than it looks.
There we go. I'm walking here. At least I caught that I wasn't recording right at the beginning. I would have been a little upset if I'd gotten through the whole thing and even gotten a better time and I hadn't been recording and just streaming. Because if you watch my channel for any amount of time, you know, like my internet is very crazy. Like sometimes it's 50 megabytes per second, and sometimes it's half a megabyte per second. It can be just fine, and then it can be awesome even, and then boom, it's gone. Nothing I can really do about it either, so just have to live with it. It sucks when I'm trying to stream something or do commentary and it craps out, but you know, you gotta do what you can do. What I'm really feeling good about is that I've practiced enough now that I'm not really using the notes to figure out where to go. I'm really only using them for the spells, the drafts. Not really using it to figure out like where I'm heading next, so that's good. I relied on them a little bit in my off-camera practice. I was hunting and pecking. Let's see what we got.
There's an owl in there.
Okay, so it's not set 3, which is good because I don't like set 3. Okay.
Another owl.
Set 2. It's going to be CCCC. He had no clue there were this many owls here, okay?
Didn't know there were so many owls in these woods.
Even though I know it's
All the
CCCC after the
holes are
first
full
one,
now.
you can't not do it because it won't let you cast night vision later. You didn't actually hear the notes.
Wonderful.
All right, let's go.
Don't these people?
Go, we did that. Let's do it. Die time. It's good game design how they gate the progress. Come on. Actually, I have to dye this fabric though, or else you don't get the
green.
notes.
I
So
hate that color.
even though you heard it. And other times when you hear a song, it lets you do it later. But you actually have to cast new drafts in order to get more notes on the staff. It's basically how it works. It's like the game kind of confirming that you actually know what you're doing. I'm gonna open the sky here. Really, how am I that far behind? Oh, it's because that segment was different. I see. The F segment's going to be messed up as well. I get it. I messed something up. I feel like I should have learned F. In fact, yeah, because I need it here. What did I do wrong?
I think that's close enough.
Well, I gotta reset. I did something wrong. And did I forget to turn the straw to gold? I forgot something because I should have had F already. That sucks. Just make sure I'm not deleting the wrong video file here.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is kind of like craft.
Yeah, I didn't do. That's good. That sucks. I didn't do the straw to gold. I was talking about doing it, and then I didn't. Hey, if you're gonna reset early, reset often, right? That's what I'm saying.
Level. Welcome.
Not caring about Age of Loom. All right. Don't walk again. I want to at least get somewhere under 28 this time. I had enough mistakes last time that I think I can.
There's Hedge. It's heavier than it looks.
A distaff is supposedly a weaving tool, but I don't actually know if it's supposed to be a giant stick or not. Never looked that up after this game. Never questioned it why a weaving stick was a weaving tool. But really, they're not really weavers anymore. Like the lore of this game is that they started out as weavers, but then they got so good at it, they started weaving reality instead. Kind of cool lore if you think about it. There's a whole lot of backstory in the manual, and there was an audio drama that came with it that gave like the beginning before the game happened lore, like why your mom is a swan and stuff. If she's even your mom, she got you out of the loom, but that doesn't, I mean, I believe it's because her actual baby was stillborn or died quickly. And it's not like you could consider Bobbin adopted because his mom was turned into a swan and sent away like the minute he was born, basically.
Ouch.
All right. Spare that grisly scene. There are some pretty nasty cutscenes in this game, actually.
There's an owl in there.
Oh, snap.
Another owl.
Song set 2. All seas. Nice.
Didn't know there were so many owls in these woods. All the holes are full now.
All the holes are full now. Four minutes to F. 2 minutes to F, maybe. Let me just do it in the order I had been doing it. I switched the two around and I thought, oh, this is good.
Grass,
You can also
green.
dye
I hate
the
that
stuff on
colour.
the floor, but this was faster because you're already moving towards the door then.
The colour changed.
Whoa, Bobbin.
Maybe it might help to point at something first.
He wasn't quite over there. Yep, that's exactly what I forgot to do. I can't believe that. That didn't happen at any of my practice runs. I forgot to do this, and I never got F. And I only noticed it when my split was all messed up. pretty good. Because I had messed up the spinning spell in my first run. I was just saying how much I felt good about not having to use my notes too. And then I mess up something like that where I completely miss, and it would have cost me like minutes to go back, so it's not even worth it at that point. Yes, Bird, thank you for your excitement. Oh, he's getting restless back there. Sorry about the noise. I thought I'd be done by now. But I had to reset, so a couple of times. Yes, Bird. Hey. Here we go. It's getting real close to that water spout.
I think that's close enough.
Whoa. Also, this is one of the few times where the game gives you a note when you haven't cast a spell, like it waits till you're on land first for some reason. Minus 40 seconds. Okay. I'm feeling good. Feeling good about that. And G.
Come on, lads.
There we go. Come on. And then, like, you'll click somewhere and he'll go completely, because it thought I was clicking on the path in the background, even though I moved like a pixel towards that way. Mr. Bobbin Threadbare. They could have named him anything, and that's what they named him. Come on, Herschel. Heschel? Oops. No, I don't want that. No, 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 no. I've also never managed to do that. I'm not sure how that happened. I've literally never gone in that room except for when I was playing this game as a kid.
I can barely... It's hard to tell if I'm Last bell. I wonder
on,
what will happen if...
on pace or not here. I mean, I did gain 40 seconds on the G, but let's see.
I'm dizzy.
There we go. Come on.
Our esteemed Bishop Mandible cuts quite a figure, doesn't he?
I don't doubt the Crucible's getting tired of bowing and scraping. Why would the clerics want a scrying sphere anyway?
I have trouble with that bell, so I usually hit the icon because I just have a hard time getting it to activate. Those where we learn Terror, FCCF in this iteration. Let's get out of here. This conversation is actually kind of funny if you stay to listen to it, but we don't have time for that.
Your guess is as lucid as mine, Flute, but Crucible appears to think that they're up to no good again.
But he's selling them a sphere of future telling anyways. Even with going in that wrong room in the glass, I'm still going to be ahead because I haven't miscast anything yet. Ooh, knock on wood. Knock on pressboard? It's not. I don't think it's actual wood. If something was once wood, can it be counted as wood now, though? I don't know. There's paper right here. That was wood. See, tries to turn around on me. Don't do that, man. Bobbin. There we go. Got this. Let's do it. I'm starting to feel pretty good. Starting to feel pretty good.
Hello there.
Get out of here.
I see you've noticed my little friend.
Get out of here. Heal should be AGGA.
She doesn't look at all well.
She isn't, and my songs of healing don't seem to be bringing her much comfort.
Alright, let's get out. It's because she doesn't have Weaver magic.
The flock is out to pasture. You'll find them there. Go forth, wizard, and may you return safely to our fold.
I always forget that you get to go out of the house automatically. I try to go back in. Pretty much every time. I almost started that song early and hit a wrong note. It's only because I was hitting the final D and the first D is the same, so otherwise I would have had to recast that. Would have been annoying.
Well, what have we here?
There we go.
That's what comes of being in such a blazing hurry, I guess. I thought you looked a bit scrawny. Why, you'd hardly make a decent kindling.
There we go. Much better than last time on that, too. Doing all right.
Put it back the way you found it. Now.
Gain a minute. That's good. I need to gain another minute in order it to be where I'd like to be on this. So let's see what I can do. I'm kind of forgetting what I messed
You
up.
haven't heard the last of me, you cheeky brat!
I interacted with Rusty, I know that, when I didn't have to.
Maybe it might help to point at something first.
Just a small mistake there, not too bad. Because it doesn't pause the game when he says that. You can still move and do your next thing. I know I fumbled a little bit with this entrance. A couple of seconds, though. Maybe a second, not anything big. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing, Bobbin? Don't do this to me, buddy. A little less action-packed than Indiana Jones, huh? See, this is somewhere they could have had some music shown off a little bit, and they did not. A little atmosphere setting or something. There's also like voiceover close-ups that are only in certain versions of this game, and they're not in the Steam version, which is upsetting because there's a cutscene where you can see Bobbin's face when he brutally sucks up an enemy, and you don't get to see him in this version, which is a shame. You do have to hear this.
My own reflection.
You have to get that whole thing in order, and then you just click here. Yes, there we go. Much better. No walking farther than necessary this time. Just save a few seconds. Untwist it. Miss Dragon. There we go. No interaction that time. Good. Alright, here we go. Just don't mess up blade twists and should be good to go.
It's locked.
Hello, young nail bender.
I don't know if that actually wastes time. I may have just wasted a second there. Kind of feeling in the zone now. Just don't mess up blade twists.
It's about time, you lazy idiot.
It's a shame that that's like one of the things that can like hurt you by like minutes, and it's so late in the run. Here we go. I want to be in position to talk in a conversation without moving, because you have time to get over there before they come in.
Blade shaper, Your Excellency. How's it coming there, Edgewise?
I'm just putting the edge on the last sword, sir.
Good to hear it. No slacking off now. Let's get it finished.
You share with me a historic moment, Foreman. The forging of the 10,000th sword marks the end of our preparations. How much longer must I wait?
The steel will ring out its final defeat, sir. Not much longer now.
Very good then. Carry on.
Good. Good.
It's locked.
Oh. Go. Gruesome cutscene, we're skipping there. Once again, another gruesome cutscene that we get to skip. Click on the actual doorway instead of actually trying to walk out. Then we get that. That.
Stop!
Bye. I wish we had seen the cleric's base, because the blacksmith's place gets turned into like the enemy stronghold. Doing okay. Oh, it's a miracle. He doesn't get to get healed. He just dies. Sorry, good mold. Come on.
Master, good.
Almost there. I haven't saved as much as I needed to. Ooh, maybe. If I can gain a little bit more time here at the end. I want to be under 27, and I want to be under 28. And I just don't know if I can get it. It's going to be close.
Welcome, Bobbin. You have joined us here
Thanks,
at
Mom.
last.
If I can call her
Where
Mom.
am I?
You are.
She pulled me out of a loom. I don't know. Oh, see? That backwards walking for no reason. Very annoying. Fast walking now, though. Let's go. Even Bobbin wants to get fast here at the end. There we go. All right. Come on. I can help myself here on making. There we go. Last time I interacted and that was a bad mess up. Come on. Come on!
Leaving so soon.
Yes, throw the scythe.
I was looking forward to spending more time with you.
Come on! Ooh, ooh. Nice. 27-12. I think that's pretty close to actually the world record. I don't know. Let's look. I know it's close. No, it's Enchantress of Numbers guys at 26-38. But that's 27-12 is pretty darn good. I can't complain about that. Awesome.
I am ready, Mother.
Very nice. All right, well, I'm off to submit that. Thanks for joining me, whoever came in. Awesome.